So on our first step of this, we're going to take this boat. It's been washed just with soap and water, Dawn. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do a mechanical cleaning on it. And these Scotch-Brite pads are included in your kit. And what you can do is take a little Dawn dish soap and water, mix it up in a spray bottle or in a bucket, whatever is easier for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go around this boat and we're going to mechanically scuff all of the spots that we're going to re-clear. And when we do that, that's going to basically open up, get any of our contamination, our mild scratches and dirt off of there. And then the next step, what we'll do is after it dries, we'll come back and wax and grease remove it one final time before we start regelling. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to kind of rinse the side of the boat here, and then we're going to start with our Scotch-Brite pads going around the boat with a little bit of Dawn and water. When we're doing this, we're just basically like you were cleaning the boat. We're not really trying to go really hardcore aggressive. We're just trying to get all the dirt and contaminants out of all of these cracks and crevices. That way when we re-gel it, it bites into the current gel coat and actually bonds to it, hence re-gel. So since this boat has a lot of gel inside as well, I'm going to take all these inside surfaces down through here and I'm going to go and scuff them because we're going to re-gel them too and make them look brand new. Anyone that's ever painted anything, this is similar to what you do if you're going to spray paint something that you want it to stick. If you've got any sort of project that you're working on, there's nothing really crazy. It's just basically providing a small mechanical scuff to your material you're coating. This way it bonds. Last thing we want is it to stick to dirt and then that dirt to release. So the only way we're going to have any trouble with our re-gel is if we happen to bond it to a dirty surface, because the dirty surface, obviously the dirty surface will come off. With the dirt comes our gel. We don't want that. We want to bond it directly into the old gel coat. The heavy stuff off here, this has got a lot of dead gel coat that I'm wiping off with that Scotch-Brite. What I'm going to do when I'm completely done is come back with a soft brush and brush it one more time just to get any remaining dead gel coat washed off. Now we'll get the final wipe when we do our wax and grease remover right before we re-gel. But the cleaner the surface, the better the recoat, both from a look standpoint and a length of time that it's going to hold. It's not going to ever come off in a delamination format unless we try and stick it to a dirty surface. If we're sticking it to something that's clean, it's going to bond to it. It's going to chemically bond into this current gel coat and become part of it as a new layer. Now if we try to bond it to dirt, it may burn some of that dirt in there, but it also may come off in those sections. Not the end of the world, because we can touch this stuff up super easy, and I can show you guys that in another video. If you're getting really crazy and you want it to be showboat or the best you can obviously take these brackets and things like that off. On this particular boat, the juice is probably not worth the squeeze. This guy just wants to make it look really nice, again, make it shine and make it super easy for him to wash. No more of this dry washing. Wash your boat, it looks like it's, dry. You wax it, a month later, it's dead again. That's what he's dealing with. He brought it to me with wax on it, recent wax, that was already chalked out again, looking pretty poorly. Whereas this, when we're done with it, this is going to last him a few years. And when he has to do it again, it's going to take about the same amount of time it takes him to wax it properly if he's doing it that way. This section's by far the best, obviously, because the seats have been there. But we're going to go ahead and hit it anyway. Just going to add another protection layer again, makes it so much easier to wash. The whole boat will wash now like this section is. You want to make sure you get in these little corners, back in the very deep corners, spots where if you don't clean it well, it's not going to stick. It's not going to bond. All right, I'm gonna jump down now and go around and do the hull sides of the boat. We're gonna do down to where the V of the boat starts. I'm not gonna go to the absolute bottom of the hull, but you certainly could. We're gonna work from the rub rail down. We're gonna go all the way down to this gel here. Now this is a flake gel with a glitter flake in it. Does great on that. It also does good on this solid gel coat down here like this. That stuff comes out, again, looking just like it did out of the factory. Really nice, shiny, easy to wash. Dirt won't stick to it. All this lake debris will not nearly have the ability to stick, because when the gel coat's new, the porosity in it is less. The porosity is where all that nasty stuff goes. Porosity is just little tiny holes. Our regelling is actually filling in all of that to make it new again. Again, not much more elbow grease is required here than washing the boat would be. Just want to make sure we at least touch it all, scuff it. Everything you need is included in our kit, from the scuff pads to the degreaser to the rags to wipe the degreaser on. Only thing you really need is a little bottle of Dawn dish soap, or you can use our cleaner. Just to kind of go over what comes in a kit, here's a box that you'll get, and in that box are applicator pads, rubber gloves, and then your 3 parts. So your wax and grease remover first, which we'll go over in a minute. So we're going to start here in a few minutes. And then our actual regel product, which is a 2-part kit that needs to be catalyzed. That way it is impervious to all different kinds of chemicals and things like that. That's what holds this stuff and actually makes it gel into your boat. It actually recoats your gel coat and becomes a new layer for you. Then it comes with rags, which is for the wax and grease removers. Boat and see where we are. I brought her inside. That way, hopefully the filming will be a little better. Out in the sun, it's really bright. But on the last step, you guys, you saw me wash it and Scotch-Brite it. So now that we've got that done, we've still got a little bit of residue. You can see even after that I brushed it, there's still a little bit of chalkiness from the leftover residue from our washing and our Scotch-Brite and the old dead glass that we were Scotch-Briting off. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take and actually go through wax and grease remove. I'm going to start on the inside and then move my way to the outside, and I'll be doing the same when I go to actually do the regel. I'll start on the inside and then move my way back around to the outside. I'm going to go ahead and throw some gloves on. This is just wax and grease remover, but it'll dry your hands out a little. It's not going to necessarily kill you. And we've got plenty of rags, wax and grease remover. We got different colors. Green is our wax and grease in our first step. So with this, we'll start up at the front and work my way back. All of our inside surfaces. And all I'm doing is wiping with one rag. I'm going to dry with another rag. You can be fairly liberal with this stuff. It's going to dry. It's going to remove any wax, grease, dirt that's left, any last residue that we have. We'll try to get in all of your cracks and crevices, same as before. We don't want any kind of loose particles, dirt, anything that our gel is not going to stick to, we want to try to get rid of with this process here. Again, we're just using a wet rag and chasing right back over it with a dry one. A little deceiving because as I put the wet wax and grease remover on it, obviously it brings a very temporary shine back, and as soon as it dries, which is almost instantaneously, it dulls back out, making me think that I missed a spot, but I didn't. It's just that dead and that dry. I'm going to continue now on the outside. Again, one wet, one dry. Trying to remove any wax, grease, contaminants, dirt. Go all the way down into your rub rail. It's not going to hurt anything. Clean it really good. Gets all of the chemical and dirt and grease and oil from our hands that we may have used when we're touching it. It's all of that cleaned up. That way we can get a good bond and molecularly seal this in. Obviously, you have two people on this step, it'd be easier, but it can be done. We send you more than enough towels to do this job, and then some. We're done with the wax and grease remover. Get everything pretty cleaned out. Our next step is going to be to apply the gel, and take a quick water break here, and then I'm going to see you guys again when I'm showing you how to mix the mixture up and then how we're going to apply it. Now it's time to mix our actual gel coat with our catalyst, and this mixture is an 8-part to 1-part mixture. So what I'm going to do is take a measuring cup like this and find the 8 to 1, and I'm going to mix up for now 4 parts of our gel coat, fill it to the 4, and then the second 4 we will fill the rest of that up with catalyst. So that gives us a 4-unit 8-part and a 4-unit 1-part. Okay, then we're going to apply it with our applicator pad after I pour it into this. This is just something I got from Walmart to make it a little bit easier rather than trying to sop it up out of the cup. Another quick tip on your applicator pads to make it a little bit easier, and not necessarily easier, but to give you a better finished product. These applicator pads, they're decent quality. They're terry cloth pads, but they do have a little bit of lint sometimes in them. So what I do is take tape and wrap it backward. So this is the sticky side, okay? Take the sticky side, wrap it backward around your hand several times, and then take your pads. You see the stuff that comes off here? You don't want that in your gel coat. It'll just be little knobs of cotton that are not doing you any good. So you can take that and just all over it, basically kind of like a lint roller, and it takes any of the last production, especially where they sew these together. They tend to have little floaters on them. So you see all the ones I got off that one, and then here we go. Again, it's really just where the ruffled edge meets, but this just gives you a little bit better applicator, a little bit less stuff to fight with, and a little bit cleaner work. All right, I'll see you guys next when we're actually applying the coat. I'm gonna have my mask on. I am working in an enclosed environment here. It's a pretty big shop, but there's no moving air. So I'm gonna go ahead and have my respirator on, and so I won't be able to talk as much, but you'll see I'm gonna start on the inside and work my way back, and then we'll get back on it on the outside, and I'll tell you how it went. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start applying. We're going to start up here in the front. We're going to try to get from roughly this edge right here down. We'll work that when we work the cap. Okay, so we've got most of the cap done on this one side, and so far the results are pretty stunning compared to what we were working with. So look at the shine here and the sparkle versus here. Absolutely drastically different. There's your before and your after. Even the inside just comes alive. Best part is this guy's boat washing time has just been reduced by a major percentage. Complete this side now, top cap. This spot where the dock wanted to hit the boat a bunch of times still looks 1,000 times better, but still visible. Same with this here. At least it sealed it now What a difference. With the light, you can really see. All right, same day, same boat. Let's walk around and take a look and see how it came out. Pretty drastic transformation. Doesn't even look like the same color.